Pro Premium Racing. Tonight we're at Atlanta in the truck race. 50% times 2, 65 laps. Tonight we got the owner, proud owner of Pro Premium, also my good friend Bobby Peterson. Bobby, welcome to the broadcast today.
What's happening?
Alright. Well, alright. Last Sunday we was at Daytona. That was one heck of a race. Now we go to a mile-and-a-half track at Atlanta that is known for tires. What do you see how this is going to shape out tonight?
I think it's going to be a great race, to be honest. Last season we had like 2 cautions, I believe, maybe 3 the whole night. It was a fun race. We're looking at PVT, seeing if he can redeem himself after last week losing to Billy. He dominated, like I said, this race last year, and we'll just have to see how it goes. Tire wear is going to be a factor. It was last season, and it'll be this season. You can DNF, so that'll be another thing that everybody's worrying about.
Yeah, and I mean, we all know when we go to Atlanta, everybody is going to be worried about their right front tire because last time when we was here, it was a chaos because everybody was blowing that right front, that right rear. What do you think about the strategy about how the other drivers are going to go into the ones that had a real bad showing last time at Atlanta, like for Joshua Lee Jaguar, the Awesome Hawk? What do you think them guys are going to do now since they learned their lesson last time? Do you think they're going to play the safe strategy, or are they going to? You think they're going to try to pull a rabbit out of their butts this time, or out of the hat?
I think they're going to go full blast again. I don't think they're going to. It's not the playoffs, so at this point, it's the second race of the season. It's not going to hurt them.
I mean, I give credit to all these new drivers that we got in the league, especially last Sunday. We had some of the best. That was some of the best racing right there. And I mean, there was a couple of times that we seen the draft. If you got far ahead, the two trucks couldn't catch up with nobody. So you think that's going to be a learning experience when we go back to Talladega later in the season, or you think that's going to be something they're going to try to work on a little bit more when we go to Talladega here in the next couple weeks?
I think it'll be the same, to be honest. I mean, you really got to be careful on what you're doing. Especially, like, I don't know. It was kind of weird watching you guys do it because when we was practicing, there was 4 or 5 cars on the bottom, and you could side draft, and 2 cars could just blow by everybody. I didn't see that in the 500 or in the 250 at all.
Well, all right, going into Tuesday, we start the Cup season that was on Thursdays. Now it's on Tuesdays. We start the first race of the Cup season for the Daytona 500. I know we got some of the guys that's racing in the truck that's going to be in the Cup Series in the same manufacturers. How do you think the manufacturers standings are going to shake up after the Daytona 500? You think the Fords are going to take it, or you see?
No, I see Chevys being dominant this year.
Alright, I know we got a couple of new guys in the Cup Series that race with us that's not racing the Cup Series, and for me, I took over the 20 car. That's Team Whitmire, right? Team Toyota. You see the Toyotas improving going into the Daytona, or after Daytona, you see the Toyotas working with each other in the Daytona 500, or you think it's going to be?
I think it's going to be every man for themselves. I think the only people that are going to try to work with anybody is the Chevys. Will probably stick all together. That's been a thing lately. Is all the Chevys want to stick together.
Right. And, I mean, I've also talked to the Chevy camp. I talked to some of y'all about working with y'all, even though I'm a Toyota driver, and I'm not revealing my paint scheme for the Daytona 500 Tuesday, until Tuesday night 8:30. So I'm not revealing my paint scheme, but I looked at my paint schemes so far. I got some pretty cool paint schemes. But
I already know what car you're driving.
which one?
Craftsman.
I can't say.
It's the only one that I would drive for the 500.
Well, I mean, Stanley. I mean, I could drive the Stanley, but we see too much.
Yellow cars.
Yeah, great clips and everything. I mean, but shoot, I'm just looking forward to seeing what paint schemes everybody's racing on for the Daytona 500. I wouldn't mind seeing someone. I wouldn't mind seeing the 2 car driving the Miller Lite car if the Miller Lite car is on here, but it ain't on here for some reason.
I know what I'm driving.
You driving that Bush car? Bush.
No.
Nah.
I'm driving the. Should I say? Yeah, I'll tell you.
Well,
I am going to.
Let's not reveal the Daytona 500 paint schemes. Let them be surprised. Let them get the guess. Let them start guessing on what everybody's going to be driving for the Daytona 500. That's going to be the test. If y'all want to guess on who I'm going to put in the description on who's all racing in the Daytona. Y'all guess on what paint schemes we're racing. I'll get all the drivers tonight.
I'll give them a guess.
Well, give them a guess.
It's a black. It's got black in it.
Hey, Bobby.
That's all. There's 3 out of the 4.
But no, I had last guest we had was real awesome. And I want to put you on the spot like I did him. Who's your underdog pick for tonight? Hold on, let me get the lineup out.
I don't even need the lineup.
Well, I got to. All right. This is what I do. I choose 4 drivers. I even put myself in the underdog because since this is the broadcast. All right. Your underdogs. You got joshualeejaguar as the underdog, and you got Barry in the 26. Let's see. R. Brown in the 3. And we got Brian in the 16 and X-Tron in the 87. And we got King Slayer in the 44. With them 4, I know King Slayer might not be an underdog, but if I'm going to put him as an underdog for tonight. Yeah, out of them 4, you see one of them 4 sneaking in Atlanta, getting their first win?
Nope.
All right. Your top picks, you got, of course, Brandon, the last season's winner at Atlanta. We got Pro Army Dog in the 45. He done great he done great in the Daytona. Mountain Dew in the 99, his teammate for Brandon. Or we got Pro Drunk in the 56 truck. Who's your pick for that? I mean, you can't. If you don't want to, you don't have to tell me. Or if you want to, you can tell me.
I'm gonna say Army Dog.
Underdog.
No, Army Dog.
Army Dog to win at Atlanta.
Yep.
Well, see, all right. The funny thing is, me and Army Dog are from the state of Georgia, and that's our home track right there. And it would be awesome for one of us drivers from Georgia.
He's got some tricks up his sleeve. Let's just put it that way. He got a little help this week.
Alrighty. The schedule wise, we got I think we got New Hampshire next weekend, and New Hampshire.
So.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, we got Richmond next weekend. Short track, first short track of the season. After we leave Atlanta. I don't think nobody's worried about Richmond because Richmond's always a fun race to go to, race under the lights. Pocono, Tricky Triangle, one of my favorite tracks. The track that I can actually agree on everybody on this one. New Hampshire. It's too flat. I don't like the New Hampshire races for some reason. It's too boring.
No, I love them.
Huh?
I said I love it. That's one of my favorite tracks.
Sure, I like Michigan. I
No,
love
I do
Michigan.
too. It's my home track, but
I like Dover. Dover's one of my favorite tracks because it's a cement track, not an asphalt track. It's a cement track. If people don't believe me, it's actually a cement track, not an asphalt. Bristol's they changed Bristol a little bit. I don't know if it's asphalt or concrete now, but still some good racing. Then the one that everybody sees on the schedule that's got circled, the Roval. We're not racing Sonoma this year. The new Sonoma, like we did a couple of years ago, racing the old Sonoma.
yeah, we switch it up every year with road courses.
Yeah, Darlton. I can say Darlton, since I live in South Carolina, that's me and Tim's home track. Bristol, Talladega, Daytona, Charlotte. If you live in the South, that's home tracks right there. That's home tracks right there. That's the tracks that you want to try. That's the tracks that you want to do better at. I know we got Kansas for the All-Star race. Now, the All-Star. What's the rules for the All-Star? Do you got to be in a certain position in the points, or were you?
We haven't decided on how we're gonna do it yet. I'm not gonna reveal any secrets yet.
Alright. Well, when it gets time, we'll actually do a special All-Star thing. I'm hoping I'm in it because I love Kansas. That's one of my favorite tracks. Darlington. I can't reveal my secrets at Darlington because last time I done race at Darlington, I had a good top 10 qualifying position until all that internet started. But that gives me time to shake up see where I'm at in the standings if I can pull in for a win in Darlington. That's the race I got circled is for Darlington. Is for me to get my first win at Darlington to get myself locked into the playoffs. All right, we got Martinsville in the round of 12. Is it going to be a night race or a day race?
Probably night.
I think everybody liked the night race better because when we was at Martinsville the last time, we had a bunch of comments saying they loved the night race on here when you was in the booth. I was watching I had to replay it, and I've seen a lot of comments that they really liked the night race at Martinsville because it was entertaining and just how it lit the track up, and I loved it. I loved racing that race that night. That was probably one of my favorite tracks right there to actually get the race at Martinsville at night. It puts more fire in you since you're racing under the lights like Bristol. I always love racing Bristol under the lights. But alright, you're gonna be in the booth tonight. Anything that you see anybody blowing up in the first 22 laps because of the fuel run?
No. But I know we have 28 drivers tonight.
I think that's gonna be a record. I think that's gonna be a record. If we can hit 32 drivers in this tonight.
No. Most we can have is 30 because you need 2 people for the booth. And we've done it 3 times.
Well,
one of them was at Watkins Glen last year.
Oh God, that's one of my.
We had no cautions the whole race. It was a blast.
Thank God we don't go Canadian tires. That was one track that you dominated.
What we do in the Cup Series?
Ah, dang it! You hadn't even revealed the Cup Series schedule yet, and I am curious.
Nope. Nope, I haven't. I'm gonna review. I'm gonna release it tomorrow.
See, this is the thing. I know we're racing at Daytona Tuesday. That's all I know. I don't get the surprises until the day after the truck race. Joshua, this is what's fixing to happen right here. This is the schedule. Look at.
Nope. All I can say is it's gonna be a great season, and I think that there's gonna be multiple winners. I don't think it's gonna be a one-sided thing like it's been the past couple of years.
Now, I mean, me going back last season in the Cup Series with me, I had some of the best runs at Indy, Talladega, and I mean, until all this stuff happened in April, and then that put sidelined me. But just so much what Pro Premium Racing does for all their drivers and for the fans. I'm glad to be part of this to help Bobby out and to actually do this broadcast every weekend on Sundays. It varies on times, so it just depends on who I can get on. And big shout out to all of our sponsors that sponsor our league. This is probably the biggest thing that I will preach on. We're never promised tomorrow. Everybody, when you leave, if you got loved ones, tell them we love them. Tell your brothers. Tell your brother. I even tell my brother, hey, I say certain words to my brother. He knows, all right? But the thing is, we're never promised a tomorrow. Never. We always live life full by the second, or by a quarter of a mile, or whatever how you have your thing set. To me, I live my life by every second, by a quarter of a mile, and I do it on a daily basis. But the thing is, every time I get up, I think the man above, and that's one thing that we all can think of. And especially for you, Bobby, you've had your up and downs this year, just like I have. Well, we became strong as a league, where we all know we can count on one another in case we need help. True?
I can definitely agree on that.
And I mean, Bobby is my brother. I mean, I know I've not met him in person. We video chat, but he is my brother. And that's one thing I can say to anybody that's in this league right here. They're my brothers. When one brother falls down, we pick him back up. We make sure that person is taken care of. And I know my health is. I've had to put my health. I've been putting everybody in front of me, but my health went down for a little while. So last weekend I was in the hospital. I didn't really say that in the first broadcast because I was trying to get over it. I had a kidney infection, a strained muscle in my upper back. Now, just trying to get over the kinks right now. I'm trying to make sure I'm feeling better. I'm not a young pup. I can't run with these young dogs no more. I'm not saying I can run with them, but when I can, I pay for it. And there's the other thing I've learned. All right, Bobby, I'm glad that you took the time to join the broadcast, join the podcast or broadcast, whatever it is, whatever y'all want to call it, before the race. We start at 8:30. Jar's meeting is at 8:15 tonight. So please join Pro Premium Racing League. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Follow all of us on Facebook. If you see a driver that you want on Facebook, free field to ask them what's their real name, and truth be honest with you, I'll give you my real name. I'll let you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, whatever, because I'm here to bring a decent broadcast every Sunday afternoon to make sure y'all are up to date on anything that happened over the past week since last Sunday. So
here's a question for you while I'm thinking about it.
What's that?
Who do you got winning the Daytona 500?
What paint scheme am I running for the Daytona 500?
No. Who do you think's gonna win the race?
All right. Well, for me as a driver,
and you can't pick yourself.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not picking myself. If I have to, I'm actually going to go into the Daytona. I'm actually going into the chat right now because there is plenty of drivers I see. Let's see. Let's see. Who I see winning the Daytona 500? I would actually choose two. I'm going to choose my underdog for this one. The underdog for the Daytona 500 would have to be my teammate Josh in the 18 Toyota. That's my underdog. And I know Josh is going to kill me. I know Josh is going to kill me for saying this one, but he is my teammate. He is my underdog. But the one I see winning the Daytona 500 would have to be. Shoot. I'm
You
gonna
want to know
say.
who's won the last three?
I'm gonna have to say George in the one car. I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to go with the one.
You want to know who's won the last three?
You.
Yep.
Well, I didn't want to choose you because you are the owner, and you told me to choose. I had to. I've worked.
I said you couldn't choose yourself.
I know. Well, see, I'm the underdog any darn way. I went to Talladega. I finished fifth in the Daytona 5 in the Talladega race last season in 18. But since I'm with a new team with Joe Gibbs Racing, since I'm racing, I was driving an 18 before. I had to step out.
I can tell you who I think right now.
Who?
I think it's going to be the 47 as my underdog. And it's going to be Dunk in the 88.
Well, truth be honest with you, I see Anthony pulling it off. I see Anthony redeeming himself. I know he won last Wednesday. Truth be honest with you, he's going to redeem himself. He's going to win Tuesday night.
He's got good equipment this year.
Yeah, Anthony is in the third.
That's my teammate.
Anthony is in the 13. The Pro Army Dog is in the 13 in the Cup Series.
Yep, and we've actually been practicing already. And between myself, him, and Dunk, we've been hooked up. And they already said that if we can do it, we've done the past 2 years or 3 years, is just hook up and go. They ain't coming off my bumper.
Well, shit, I might be with you any darn way, because, I mean, hell. I mean, everybody knows when I go to. I know I didn't have a good race at Daytona in the Truck Series, but Daytona, I'm in a totally different. I'm in a good. I'm actually got some of the best guys in the race because I was hooked up with the one car last season in Talladega in the Joe Gibbs Racing camp. I tell you, we had some of the best speed until the last couple of laps, and then all of a sudden, me and the one car, we get past, and I'm like, son of a gun, come on now. I'm trying to win this right here. But I know now, if I'm in the top 5, that second group's going to come out. I believe with 3 laps to go, Tuesday night, with 3 laps to go, whoever's in that top 5 or top 10, if that second group starts getting a run, whoever's in that, like in third or second or fourth, they're going to move up. They're going to go past that leader right there. Whoever's running that second line is going to pass every
I don't
body.
see it. I don't see it. We ran the ARCA series or the IROC series, and nobody moved.
Single file.
It was single file. Everybody that went up high went right to the back. So I really don't think it's going to happen.
You don't think it's going to happen like it did in the Truck Series? You don't think that second group's
Nope.
going to?
I think that second groove is going to come out, and the people are still going to stay in the bottom, and they're done. I'm one of the best at holding that bottom line. I mean, you guys all know that.
Yeah, and I mean, I done pretty good. Well, when I was at top, I hadn't been able to race Daytona yet with y'all in the Cup, but when it comes to the Cup cars, I'm real good. And, I mean, I'm just glad to be back in the Cup Series full time now. And, I mean, that's one thing that's really aggravating me. I'm like, shoot, these last couple of weeks before all that stuff, I was racing real good. And then all of a sudden, that came through, took me out of commission for almost a month. And, I mean, I kept my promise. I was like, look, guys, I'm coming back to race. I'm here for redemption. I'm on a mission just to get points. I don't care no more. I'm not racing y'all dirty. If I got an opportunity, I'm going to take it. I'm going to do the
Right.
bump and run. I'm going to be like the Intimidator, like he done Terry Labonte on it.
Hey, hey, Josh, I'm gonna have to cut the bounce out of here.
All right. Well, I appreciate you joining, and we'll see you here at 8:20 at 8:15. And I appreciate it, brother.
All right, I'll see you guys tonight.
See you.